Donovan White, Director of Tourism, Jamaica Tourist Board.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We're here at ITB. How has it been for you so far?
It's been fantastic. It's good to see the travel industry fully back out here in Berlin. It's been 3 years since the ITB show has been off the calendar, so it's great to see not just people being back, but the excitement around getting meetings done, catching up with old partners, and really rejuvenating or continuing the rejuvenation of the industry is quite a sight to see on the first day here at ITB in Germany.
Yeah, speaking of COVID, how has recovery been? I mean, you had the travel corridors, you're quite innovative in the recovery in that sense, but how has it been for you since?
It's been fantastic. We had an almost record-breaking year in 2022, where we came within 4% of our 2019 arrivals, which was a record year. But we did 120% of earnings for the destination during that period. So, from a straight recovered perspective, it's safe to say we are just about fully recovered, which is 1 year ahead of target, because we had targeted the spring of 2024 for full recovery, and we're now fully recovered during winter of 2023. So from that perspective, we're very happy. We're excited about how the world has responded to our innovativeness in starting that recovery. But more importantly, that our partners around the world, especially our airline partners and all our tour operator partners, have really come to our rescue as a destination in terms of really coming back strong. But more importantly, I think our partners within the destination, our hotels, our transportation partners, our attraction partners, our tour operator partners in the destination have really stepped up their game. And we're seeing where we're attracting travelers from new markets. We're attracting travelers that hasn't been to Jamaica before, which is great, that people are wanting to see Jamaica and see what we're about. So we're excited.
Great. So what were some of those new markets you're talking about?
We're talking about from existing markets, but new people who have come to the destination for the first time. We are opening new gateways. For example, in the United States, we just opened Denver, Colorado, with Frontier, as well as St. Louis. We've added Frontier to Chicago, which is great for us because the Midwest is a big part of our success in the United States. We opened Austin, Texas last year in November. So we've been doing some things in the United States that's going to work to our long-term benefit. We're seeing where in the UK, for example, Virgin has moved to Heathrow, which has been a phenomenal help for us, not just for the UK, but also for the rest of Europe because of the connectivity that it provides behind the gateway. So that's working again for us for this market, for Germany, as well as for other European markets. We during the pandemic, we had Zurich with Edelweiss starting their service direct to Montego Bay. That has gone exceedingly well. They're extremely happy with their performance with the destination, and we're happy to have them. What's more important is that they're seeing the growth of travel from other places outside of Switzerland on Edelweiss to Jamaica, which again speaks to the power and the strength of the destination in these markets. This year we're very focused on opening new gateways and new marketplaces. So we're focused on Latin America, we're focused on India, and we're focused on Eastern Europe and the Balkans. These are markets where we have been doing quite a bit of groundwork, and the markets are now ready to lift off, as they say in tourism. And we're eager to get our feet wet and to get in there and really work with our partners on the ground to bring these markets home. And you're going to hear more about that during 2023 into 2024 because that's definitely our new market strategy and focus for this year.
Great, and you recently hosted the Global Resilience Conference. What were some of the key takeaways from that innovative event?
Well, first and foremost, it's great when you have the UN sanction the Global Resilience Day, February 17th, with a 95 vote. That speaks volume for the strength of the proposal made by first the Prime Minister and supported by our Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. But I think the takeaways from the conference really spoke to the eagerness of Africa and the Caribbean to work in unison and in a united way to create market structures and market forces that will drive tourism in the Caribbean as well as in Africa. I think that was a big takeaway. The other big takeaway is really the conversation around sustainability and the importance of tourism to nations like ours, regions like the Caribbean that is so touristic dependent, that there is a reckoning that we have to begin to function in a more sustainable way. We have to provide the level of support from a policy perspective to drive sustainability, but also that you have institutions like CAF that are now looking seriously at investing more in tourism and sustainable tourism. I think those things are key to the success, the long-term success of the industry in the Caribbean, but I think more importantly is the key to the growth in terms of having more countries across the region widen and deepen their tourism product and know that they have the support all around them. The other key takeaway from the discussions at the conference was the conversation around multi-destination tourism and how do we get the many airlines across the region to see the importance of working together in unison to create more capacity for moving people around the region so that long-haul carriers have greater opportunities to hub and spoke their distribution of passengers across the region. I think if we're able to get some of those things done, if not all of them, tourism would be in good hands for a very long time to come.
That's great. And any new plans coming in the next year?
Well, the new plans are around our new market openings, which I spoke about earlier. And we want to stay very focused on those from a tourist board perspective because we have to grow exponentially over the next 5 years. And we're growing because we're also growing our room stock. The big plan in our strategy is to expand room counts and new builds in Jamaica. We have about 15,000 rooms on our plan over the next 5 to 10 years. 2,500 of those are already in production or in construction in Jamaica. So we're well apace to achieve that target. But as we look to expand our tourism product stock, we have to then expand our marketplace to bring new visitors into the country from new places that we've never brought visitors before. So that's the twinning of the strategy in terms of create the demand, but also create the marketplace to serve that demand. Minister likes to talk about the supply side of the tourism product. We have to build that out. That's part of the sustainability model in terms of how do we create an economy around tourism that allows it to supply itself so it doesn't become self-defeating in terms of driving more demand but creating more pressure on the economy. We want to create a sustainable economy around tourism that allows for the businesses in Jamaica to truly be part of the tourism product so that they can benefit from it, but more importantly, that the economy benefits from tourism in a greater way.
Sounds very good. And finally, do you have a message for our viewers at ITB and beyond?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's first of all, it's good to have these shows back. These shows allow us to get on the road, get in front of our partners one-to-one and have great meetings that really stir the guts of this business, a year ahead of time. Whether it's airlines, tour operators, travel agents, whatever the partners are, you get to see them at these shows that really put you in touch with the pulse of what's happening in the marketplace. So from that perspective, we're happy to be back. We were at Fitur a few weeks ago. We're now at ITB. We're looking forward to Caribbean Marketplace in Barbados in May. We have JPEX in Jamaica in September. We have Arabian Travel Market in May as well in Dubai. So we have some big shows to attend to this year. This year is a critical year for us because it's growth year now. We're not recovering anymore, we're into growth mode now. So we have to get in touch with the pulse of the people to make that growth happen. So from that perspective, it's good to be here and it's good to see ITB back, and we've done good business so far, and we hope that everybody else is seeing and feeling the same thing we're feeling and seeing.
Great, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Anytime.